If you want to take your training to the next level with high quality arm wrestling training equipment, be sure to check out Anaconda Arm Wrestling and use the code SATV10 for 10% off your total purchase. Now back to the video. Man, a lot of amazing things are gonna be happening on June 15th. At first we have Iron House 4 that are gonna be releasing all of their footage over there. But also, we have the Challenger series, and oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. There are some amazing quality athletes on this card alone. And by starters, we can just look at this and be like James English versus Larratt, Mask versus Grandy, Merritt versus Wahlgren, Antolis versus Rackers, and Matt King, Extröm versus Sharkish, and Patrick Berg versus Seminoff. And I think we are gonna be starting with one of the matches, and that is with Patrick Berg versus Hunter Knopfs. I found this match with Hunter Knopfs when he was pulling against Kevin Palko. And as you can see here, digging deep on the inside, and just stick to that hook and just pull Kevin Palko to the pad. And the overall score of that match was 3-2 to Kevin Palko, who is originally a minus 70 kilo puller, if I am not mistaken. And another match that we can compare with is this one, when Patrick Berg was facing against Coach Ray himself. You can see it is the round 2 of that super match. Coach Ray are shooting directly in onto the inside, and when Patrick Berg gets a bite on you, you do not want to be on the receiving end. Especially when Patrick Berg is doing the roar to the crowd and the confidence is going through the roof. Emil Extröm versus Andrei Sharkish. That makes me almost like they carved his name directly from the movie Jaws and named him Andrei Sharkish. And he is gonna be facing against what people in my home country are comparing Emil Ekström to the Swedish version of Ron Bath. Like super strong on all of the angles necessary in order to get the job well done. And a clip that I did found was Andrei Sharkish was pulling at 220-pound round robin in the Arizona States, if I'm not mistaken. I think it was during the exact same event, if I'm not mistaken. So you can see here, you can also see him competing against Brent Rackers, who is Vios Anis' opponent. Making a quick work of Brent Rackers there. Then he is pulling against Craig Tullier. So we just have to see if Andrei Sharkish will be able to do mostly anything at all against Emil Ekström. Like I do remember he pulled at the Hardanger Open and was able to beat Tom Rositz from Latvia and Nicholas Nannestad in the same event. So Emil Ekström is nobody that you should be underestimating. I tell you right now. If I'm gonna be making a prediction on this, I do believe that both men are gonna be stuck in the center and then just battle it out and see who got the most percentage of winning first. And whoever gets that is gonna be the overall winner in this. We can also see one of the other matches that are on the card is Brent Rackers versus Vios Antolis and Matt King versus Vios Antolis. So he is gonna be pulling 2 super matches on this card as well. So in this, in my honest opinion, I had no idea who this man was. And this is by no means disrespecting Matt King, because I was searching around the internet to see if I was able to find anything. And he was pulling in a tournament. I think he won the 220 class over there with Alexa Besyatsikov, the brother of the schoolboy, was competing there. Really made quick work of everybody that was in that class with that ginormous hand and hand strength that man has. It is gonna be an interesting task for Vios Anis to face both Matt King and Brent Reckers in the same day. And I do know this for a fact, is gonna come right behind you like a lion that is stalking his prey and just bite on the jugular vein, and then they're just gonna stick there and it's gonna bleed you dry, and then you're just gonna drop it to the ground and he will claim the victory from his opponent. And a personal favorite of mine that I do think it is gonna be a very interesting match is between Erik Fahlgren versus Cody Merritt. If it is a common opponent that both of these men have been polling against, is Arif Ercem. Erik Fahlgren was beating Arif Ercem at World Arm 2016, and Cody Merritt was beating him around 2019. So I do believe that it is gonna be a battle on who gets to their specific A game first. But from what I've heard from Martin Solin, who is a consistent training partner with Erik Fahlgren, he is like, it is not even fun to train with him on the left arm because he is that focused. But once Erik Fahlgren gets that motivation and kicks in the high gear of training and all of that, you really do not want to be across the table when it comes to Erik Fahlgren. Like for instance, he was able to test the hand and wrist of Levon Saganashvili way back in the day, and he was able to take the hand and wrist of Dmitry Selayev and also having pretty even battles with Tobias Sporong as well. So this man, especially if he is motivated, it's somebody that you should never be underestimating. I'm telling you right now. Most of this video are gonna be with me talking about the Swedes that are in this card. But if it is something that piques my interest, it's gonna be James English versus Auden Larratt. And I do believe it is gonna be an interesting battle just to see how Auden Larratt is gonna be comparing himself with somebody that is around his own weight class. Since the super matches that I have been seeing Auden Larratt pull recently have been against arm wrestlers that were like 20-25 kilos lighter than him. So in this instance, I think it's a good step and a necessary step for him to be polling against somebody that is in his own weight class. James English, I have basically no idea who that man is, and I do apologize for those who are fans of James English, but in my opinion, I really have no idea who that man is. But I did see him pull against Mika from the United States, and he was like dragging out that King's move all the way to the breaking point. And Mika is a really good arm wrestler from the United States, so for him to just do that against him, it's very interesting to say the least. So I will be looking forward to see this match as well. Matt Mask versus Brad Grandy is gonna be an interesting one because it is gonna be a battle on who gets to their A game first. And if Brad can get into his A game, then it will be like when he was pulling against Matt Mask at let's see, at Armwrestling when they were in Vegas, if I'm not mistaken. And if Matt Mask gets into his A game, it is like trying to ride on the wild horse and getting thrown off at the wild horse all over again. So the main theme of this match is gonna be like, will Brad Grandy tame the wild horse, or will the wild horse kick off Brad Grandy from his back and just ride off to the sunset? That is a question we just have to wait and see to happen. And since Hutchinson was injured. It is gonna be a super match between the two commentators of Travis Bajan and Derek Smith. If Travis Bajan is not winning this, he is gonna be in trouble for his upcoming matches. I do get that it's gonna be a way to test himself in order to see where he is at currently. It would not look so great for Travis Bajan if he was gonna be losing this one. Derek Smith are gonna be using everything in his power to make sure that he is getting that win against Travis Bajan. And Devil Larratt is gonna be there as a special guest, so I assume that he is gonna be gripping up with basically everyone in this card, minus Odin Larratt, and just spar with everybody and have a really great workout with every single one of them. Will be really nice content. Erik Fahlgren, if you're watching this, you need to grip up with the Devil Larratt on the side table, so you will get a really good workout when you are gonna be sparring against Devil Larratt. Trust me. And why I did not talk about the other matches is because I have, honest to God, no idea who these athletes are from the United States, Canada, and all of that. But I have a feeling that the arm wrestling world is gonna be in for a very big treat. Trust me on that. So yeah, what do you think about all of this? Drop your thoughts in a comment section down below. Leave a like, subscribe, ring the bell for notifications, share this video around because that really helps me a lot. Have a nice day, stay safe, don't be a surpuppa. Keep being awesome. Take care.